Grid on screen 3 seconds. Do you see dark dots flickering? Pause, look around the grid. Watch the white circles at the intersections. Hold 5 seconds. Every single dot is white. Pause, there are no dark dots anywhere in the image. Every intersection has a perfectly white circle. Your peripheral vision darkened them, creating phantom dark spots that flicker and dance as you move your eyes. This is the Scintillating Grid, published in 1997 by Berger, Lingelbach, and Ehrenstein. Retention hook: stare at any single intersection, its dot stays white. Look away, it turns dark. Let me show you what your brain just did. In your peripheral vision, the white dots appeared to flicker dark, some appearing, some vanishing, creating a shimmering, unstable perception. But stare directly at any single dot and it stays perfectly white. The key word is scintillating. The dark dots don't just appear, they flicker and shimmer. That's what makes this different from the Hermann grid. So how do gray lines and white dots create flickering dark spots? Each retinal ganglion cell has a center surround receptive field. The center responds to light, the surround suppresses it. At each intersection, the white dot is surrounded by 4 dark regions, the black squares between the gray lines. These dark regions activate the surround, which suppresses the brightness signal from the white dot. In your peripheral vision, where resolution is low, this suppression is strong enough to make the white dot appear dark. In your fovea, the higher resolution overrides the effect. The white dots add an extra dimension. They scintillate because your eye movements constantly shift which dots are peripheral versus foveal. The scintillating grid is the evolved cousin of the Hermann grid. Ludimar Hermann discovered the original in 1870. Black squares on white produce stable gray ghost spots at every intersection. Lingelbach's key insight: adding white dots at every intersection of a gray-on-black grid transforms the stable Hermann ghost spots into unstable, flickering dark dots. Same mechanism, lateral inhibition. But dramatically different experience. The scintillating version is far more vivid and noticeable. Bernd Lingelbach, a professor of optics at Ulm University in Germany, created the scintillating grid in 1997 as a demonstration for the Exploratorium Science Museum in San Francisco. He published it with Berger and Ehrenstein in the journal Perception. The original Hermann grid had been known since 1870, but nobody had thought to add dots at the intersections. It became one of the most famous visual illusions in neuroscience, and it was only discovered 29 years ago. Here's what makes the scintillating grid special. The Hermann grid's ghost spots can be explained almost entirely by retinal lateral inhibition. But the scintillating effect is different. The dark spots flash in and out, creating a shimmering, unstable perception. This dynamic quality suggests cortical involvement, particularly area V1, where neurons process local contrast and edge information. The white dots create additional contrast boundaries that destabilize the retinal suppression signal. The scintillating quality, that shimmering flicker, is the cortex struggling to reconcile the retinal suppression with the known presence of a white dot. The scintillating grid belongs to a family of grid illusions. The Hermann grid from 1870, the foundation. Gray ghost spots. Subtle and stable. The scintillating grid from 1997, the evolution. Flickering dark dots. Far more dramatic. And the extinction illusion from 2000, the extreme. A grid of 12 black dots where you can never see all 12 at once. Same peripheral suppression mechanism taken to its logical extreme. Grid illusions matter beyond neuroscience labs. Dark-themed interfaces with grid layouts can accidentally trigger scintillating effects. White icons on dark grid backgrounds produce unwanted flickering. The strength of the effect varies with neurological conditions. It's been studied as a potential screening tool for visual processing disorders. And modern buildings with dark grid facades can create real-world scintillating effects in peripheral vision. For things control how strong the flickering appears. 1. Dot size. Larger dots scintillate more. 2. Grid spacing. Wider spacing means stronger effect. 3. Line color. Gray lines on black are optimal. White lines eliminate the effect entirely. 4. Viewing distance. Step back from your screen and the scintillation explodes. Retention hook. Try stepping back from your screen. The further away you are, the more dots scintillate. Denser grid. More dots. Scan slowly across. Watch the dark dots chase your gaze. Hold 4 seconds, retention hook, comment how many dark dots you see at once. Here's what the scintillating grid really reveals. Your peripheral vision doesn't just have lower resolution, it actively distorts the brightness of everything you're not directly looking at. The scintillating effect shows your brain can't commit to a single interpretation. It oscillates between white dot and dark dot because the retinal and cortical signals conflict. If your brain can't even agree on whether a white dot is white, how much of the brightness you see around you is accurate? 1997. 0 dark pixels. 2 brain systems fooled. If your brain darkens white dots just because they're surrounded by black, how much of the brightness you see in everyday life is actually there? Ghost dots. Bent lines. Disappearing colors. Spinning rings. Hidden animals. Rotating snakes. Flickering grids. Your brain builds an entire reality from approximate guesses. Subscribe to Mind-Blowing Illusions to see what breaks next. Next video, the illusion that makes your face transform into a monster.